Hello guys, welcome to Susie Farm. Today we are going to do another harvesting session. Can you see this vegetable? This is actually the huckleberry that I want to harvest today. You can see that's the one I harvested 2 days ago behind there, and you can see they are also coming out very nicely. I always hear people say, oh, your vegetables are so choke up. Let me tell you something. This is how I grew up planting and harvesting vegetable in tons, because if you see here, yes, it is true that the leaves look like tide, but it's just leafy vegetable. So when I harvest now, the ones that are smaller, they will have space to still grow. So what I do is that I do selective harvesting, in which way when you come to harvest, you harvest the one that are big and you leave like these small ones, they will not develop, and you come again and harvest. This selective harvesting. So every 3 days you come behind your house, or 2 days you also have vegetable. That's why you see my garden is always green. I harvest vegetable here to October. Yes, to October. I start harvesting in May to October. There is always something to eat. If you come behind my backyard, every 2 to 3 days you will harvest vegetable that you will eat. 2 days you come again, there is always vegetable, because I do selective harvesting. If you see here, we have here some pumpkin also. You know, in my tribe, this meristematic stem of the pumpkin is what we love to eat, because we are the Banwa tribe in Cameroon. And that's why you see here, can you see this one? I'm really salivating just making this video alone. So let's go and see what is there. Look at this. You see, I'm really, this is it. This is what we call chi. A Banwa man, if he sees this in chi, just the leaves alone, you don't need to put anything, you just stir fry. It is so delicious. We grew up eating it every day, and I'm really happy that I succeeded in planting it here, and it is growing very well. If you see, like right here, you also see some tips that are coming out. Can you see this? Can you see this? These are all the tips that are coming out. So soon I will be able to pluck them and actually stir fry and cook for my parents, who are almost 90 years. You know, it's always good for them to eat their traditional meal so that they feel at home and they bring their body and soul together. Yes, yes, yes. As we go along, I will also want to show you the pumpkin have grown, and some of them are getting ready to fruit. Have you seen, these are the new fruit that are coming out? I've seen two female. I hope they are fertilized, because once they are fertilized, you'll see them falling off. I will make a video to update you how it has been. And I really love these nice flowers. Can you see these yellow nice flowers inside? I love them. It's so choke up. I know my garden is choke up, as people always say. I know that I love these pumpkin petals. They are so nice, so beautiful, yellow and nice. I love the pumpkin petals. I love them. They are one of the things that really flower my garden, and I love having the flowers. Do you see that? Those are the petals of the female flower. So, and these are those are the males, you know, and these are the females. The female just open, and when my bees and wasps take the pollen from here, can you see the pollen? From inside there, and fertilize it here, it closes. And when it closes like this, by the time it finishes closing up to this level, you will see the pumpkin fruit falling. Sometimes I don't need to touch, because when I was small, my grandma always tell me, when the pumpkin fruits are coming out, don't touch them, because if you don't touch them, then they will fall, and they will turn down and produce very good fruit. I don't know about it, but it has always worked. So that's why I'm avoiding touching mine, because I don't want them to abort. I really don't want them to abort. So this is how it looks like. Some of the flowers are inside here. You see? That is so nice. I also planted some cocoyams. I don't know if you are seeing them. These are leaves of cocoyams in my garden, and they are really growing so well. So this is what my garden look like. And there's also okra. Papa, can you see this? This is the okra plant, the only surviving one in my garden. I planted 10 of them, and only 3 are out, so I lost 7. So it has a germinating rate of 30% is low in my garden, but it is what it is. I just need to report what is it. That's the reality. So I'm looking at it now. It has not yet fruit, but I'm hoping it will soon fruit because yes, it's growing well. It's growing well. And yeah, this is the second one. All my berries are gone, so I'm not talking about berries. My blueberry, I've eaten it all. This the second one is still very small. Yeah, but it's growing. And I think the third one is very small. They came out on different times, so I will show you the last one. You see, yes, so it's very, very small. So it is what it is. I just need to report the reality in my garden as I go around. So I'm encouraging others to also plant, because if you see this amount of vegetable that I keep harvesting every 2 days, look at it. Do you see what it is? This is where I bring my body and soul together. Yes, there's so much chemical that is used in the food system nowadays, and we're actually not sure of what we are eating. So it is time to take back us, to take back our life and be in control. And there is no better way to take back yourself and be in control of what you are eating more than planting your own food. Please, I know some people will say, oh, we don't have space to plant. Yes, you don't have space to plant, but even your windowsill, you can use them to plant vegetable. Oh, look at this. I love these petals. I really love them. So this is my garden. I'm looking at it now. I'm really feeling sorry for this garden because in a few days I will be traveling. You know, I love traveling. I can't stay on one spot for a long time. And I am reimagining how would the garden look like when I'm not there. Because this garden is like my baby. It's like my baby. It fits me. It fits the body. Eh? That walk in the garden. Yes, yes, yes. So through this garden, I'm taking back just me. I'm taking back my life. I'm taking my own life into my own hands, valuing myself enough to be able to produce food to fit my own self. I will not allow my life into the hands of other producers because I actually don't know what they are putting there. And if you see here, this is my fake. Can you see those fruits? Can you see those fruits? This is really too much. It is really too much. Can you see this fruit? Yes, yes, yes. This is right in my backyard, and it is what it is. You see? So many fruits here. So many fruits here. So what are you still waiting for? Please go out, plant a garden. Go out and plant a garden today, so that all of us can enjoy this type of tree, abundance, fruiting. Nothing is abounding, it stays here forever. So if you see those black things there, those are banana peelings that I just hung them up. It has been a tradition for me to hang up banana peelings like that, and I really love doing it. I keep the tradition and the fruits keep coming, and that's just what I have to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is also some Galia melon. I don't know if you are seeing it. These are Galia melon. You know, the melon that come within, it's orange inside. I really love it. So I decided to plant for the first time and see how it grows. I just had store-bought Galia melon and I planted them. I don't know whether it will fruit or not, but there is no harm in trying. Yes, this is my experimental site in my garden. Okay, thank you for watching. Please, if you love content like this, then I request that you kindly like, subscribe to my channel, give your own opinion, share your own garden, like, and support your girl. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Choo.